Welcome in. Welcome in. How we doing, all my friends out there? Appreciate y'all stopping in for another video. So today, or tonight, whenever it is you may be checking this out. For me, it's tonight. I just got off stream. So I am going to make a quick little... It's not quite first impressions video, because I'm like probably about 2/3 of the way through the game now. But I want to talk about Veilguard. Because it is a very confusing situation for me on this game. Either I have become much less critical, and which could be possible. I don't have as much time to game as I used to. I vary my genres now much more than I used to. But you know, I've always felt like I have a pretty solid critical side to me. But this game, Veilguard, definitely has its flaws. Definitely has its weaknesses, but I think overall is a pretty solid game. Now, so I'm not really understanding the discourse online, and I'm not really understanding like why everybody's so like borderline angry right now with this game. And like, mind you, it may not been exactly what everybody was expecting. Okay, fair enough. Not exactly what I was expecting from a Dragon Age game. Like, I was 100% definitely expecting this game to be something different. It's definitely not... I wouldn't say it disappointed me, though. You know, it's the same way as I am a fan of God of War, the original trilogy. I forever and always will think the original trilogy is better than the newer games, but I love the new God of War games, like 2018 Ragnarok, though I haven't done more than a demo of Ragnarok, but there's not that much difference between the two, from what I could tell, at least. And it's definitely one of those things that, yeah, this game is a big departure, especially from what Inquisition was. But I think one thing people need to like just understand and fucking get over at this point: Origins and that style of game probably isn't coming back for Dragon Age. Probably not gonna happen. All right, like, am I disappointed by that? If you asked me 5 years ago, no, not at all. I wouldn't be. Now, yeah, I am a little bit, yeah. With being able to go back and replay Origins, with playing Baldur's Gate, Divinity Original Sin, Miasma Chronicles. You know, I've been playing a lot of games that of genres and perspectives in games that I never really wanted to ever even think about playing. And so I can see where the disappointment lies in that, you know, it doesn't go back to that like more traditional CRPG, turn-based combat and things like that. And I'd say the biggest letdown for me right off the bat is definitely the fact that we can't control our companions. I do somewhat like the system that they've created, but honestly, it feels less like companions and more like just having different abilities that combo with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the game wouldn't have any difference in gameplay if Rook just had, you know, 9 abilities instead of 3, and could... You know, and they could combo. Like, some abilities could sunder and other ones could detonate sunder, and like, you know, you could do the whole combo with a detonation effect. You know, you could do that even without companions. And I think that might be something that I hope they don't ever go that way. I can't imagine they're ever going to go that way, because companions are way too important, and they did a great job, like a genuinely phenomenal job with companions this time. I truly believe that. I think the companion side missions and the little interactions you get to see, and, you know, from what I've seen so far in the game, are absolutely like memorable and are some good, touching, funny, heartfelt moments. I understand that the grittiness is not quite there from previous Dragon Age games. You know, I can see the whole criticism of been Disney or Disneyfied, or you know, it looks like Pixar fucking helped co-develop this game. Like, I understand, you know, these critiques and these criticisms of the game, because I totally agree. Do not like the character design. I don't like the art style of the character design. I'm not really a big fan of it. But I think the rest of the game, phenomenal. I think the enemy design outside of a couple of the darks, a couple of like the ogres and the basic darkspawn looks stupid as fuck. It's not even like Disneyfied. Like they just, like, in my opinion, just genuinely an outright bad design. Like the ogre looks fucking goofy as hell with this big old like underbite thing it's got going on, and then the other one's got these fucking weird tentacles going into their mouth, which makes their mouths like always stay open, which makes them look like just a dumbass mouth breather. Like, I don't know, dude. It's fucking, it's weird. I don't like that design. The Canary design is definitely another hot button topic. I understand what they were going for, but I don't think anybody can deny that the design of the Canary, like Dragon Age 2 had the best Canary. Straight up. Like, I think because it made Canary look fearsome, made them look intimidating, made them look like a culture that you're either outside or you're inside the culture. There's no in between. And I think that really, like, purely off of the design of the Canary in Dragon Age 2, you know, that was displayed. Here they humanified them, I guess, if that's the word. Way too much. Big old Megamind forehead thing they got going on and shit. Not a fan of it. Not a fan. But I will say some of the Canary, like, I actually think Tash looks fine, or Tosh. I still haven't decided if it's Tash or Tosh. I actually think looks pretty good. It's funny. I actually think the female Canary look better than the male Canaries, and I think it's because they have more hair, so it kind of hides the, like, a Canary with long hair like kind of hides a little bit of that. And you can definitely sculpt the forehead and make it a little bit smaller and stuff, but no matter what, you're gonna have that big ass fucking forehead that just blends into. But you know, like, these criticisms that I've heard to me seem like nitpicks. Now, story plot wise, I think that comes down to subjective. Like I said, I haven't beaten the game yet. I have absolutely really enjoyed the side missions in the game. The main story, I think, is very compelling. Like I said, it's definitely not as gritty, quite as deep, maybe like grabbing. Like, it doesn't like suck. I mean, at times it will. At least for me, it did. But it doesn't quite like maybe suck you in like some past Dragon Age games did. But I genuinely feel like the pacing of the game is done well. I think the story pacing is done well. I think the way they layer in side content is done very well. I think that the writing is definitely like PG-13, like 100% PG-13, like like some fucking, I don't know, I can't even think of a good comparison, but the writing is definitely very much like a PG-13 style writing. And but there are definitely like some dark moments and some gritty moments and some moments that definitely like make me flash back to previous, like, Origins, but like Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition style, because Origins was dark. It was easily like, especially because you're dealing with a blight, like firsthand, like blight and archdemon and everything. Excuse me. And so I think and then that opening scene, that fucking opening scene in Origins, just, I mean, it's bro. Bro. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to keep this a little bit shorter, a little bit more to the point and stuff. But I think if you're on the fence and you're hearing all this discourse about it, I genuinely think if you're a Dragon Age fan, you're a fan of action adventure RPGs, and you like the God of War style of like action combat, light RPG mechanics, this game more heavy on the RPG than, say, God of War, but not as much as I think people wanted. I don't think there's much build diversity as people wanted. I don't think there's as much armor sets as people wanted and stuff. But what is in the game is absolutely fucking gorgeous. This is the one thing that I don't think anybody will ever be able to deny, whether you like the art style or not. This game is fucking gorgeous, and it runs phenomenal. Like, it runs really fucking well. It's really well optimized. And like I said, just the environments are fucking breathtaking. So I hope you guys give this game a chance. I hope more people come out and speak about this game and not try to follow the rhetoric, because I genuinely cannot see where the hate is coming from. Now, I understand, like, I get it, the whole trans thing with Tash, it's not something I want to see in video games. Okay, I get that, but that's my opinion. And just like I say to anybody, if it's something you don't like, then just avoid it. There's 90 other hours of content that you can play in this game, and avoid that. Like, you don't have to bring her with you. You don't have to do any of her side missions. You're not really gonna miss out on a whole lot, from what I can tell. Like I said, I don't think she's a terrible character, though. It's not something I want to see in my game. So I guess that's where I'm ending it on. Like I said, I think so far, like, so initial impressions of Tash, like, okay, so whatever, she's the she's the fucking controversial companion for sure. She's fucking insufferable when you first meet her, like, in my opinion. I could, like, the first mission where I met her and went through that whole, like, introduction with her and shit, I wrote her off immediately. And I was like, you know what? You know who else I wrote off? Fucking the Gith Yankee. Drawing a blank on her name right now, from Baldur's Gate. On my second playthrough, I stuck with her, even ended up romancing her, and I ended up adoring her as a character. I actually really like her. I think she's one of my favorite companions in Baldur's Gate. And now, so that's why I'm coming back around. I'm doing, you know, the side content with Tash, and I'm bringing her in my party a little bit more here and there, and seeing her. And some of it's actually kind of funny. Like, I think she's actually a kind of a funny companion at times, and just because she has that whole, like, ignorance to how other things in the world works. So, like, kind of like, you know, Drax and the way he can be, or, you know, that. So, like I said, I hope more people give this game a chance and come to their own opinion rather than listening to the opinion online. I'm also telling you, don't buy this game full price. I think this game is way too controversial, way too hit or miss, whether you're gonna love it or hate it. Definitely wait for a sale to get this game. That's the final thing I want to say. I think this is a sale game, but I do think this is something you should definitely give a try, especially if you're a Dragon Age and a BioWare fan. All right, my friends, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, stay sexy, go make some average plays. Catch you on the next one. Deuces, y'all.